Hello, everybody. I want to go over homework 3 and show you how to complete it. Won't take too long. Maybe some of you already attempted it. Most of those questions on there you probably will be able to do anyway, but I just want to go over it just in case you have questions on it. So let's see homework 3. Now, for number 1, list all the members of the electromagnetic spectrum in order of decreasing wavelength. Now remember, the way we wrote it is the same way you're going to put it here. We started with the longest wavelength, type EMR, which you're going to put here, and you're going to end up with the shortest wavelength, EMR, which you can put here. So I kind of give you a hint. Radio wave's going to be first, and then it's your job to put what's a little bit shorter wavelength here, and then a little shorter here, all the way to the shortest wavelength right here. So that's all you got to do. Just the same way we did it in class. You're just pretty much going to repeat that right over here. Now, once you've written this, or you can even use your notes, it says, what type of EMR has the third highest energy? Well, remember, if it's the shortest wavelength, which would be here, that's also the highest energy. The lowest energy would be the longest wavelength, which you had here. So right over here would be the highest energy. If that's the highest energy, like the first highest energy, wouldn't that be the second highest energy? And wouldn't what you have here be the third highest energy? So that's how to answer that. The second longest wavelength. Well, we already put the thing with the longest wavelength here. So whatever's there would be the second longest wavelength. The fourth lowest frequency. Remember, if it has a long wavelength, it has a lower frequency. So if it's the fourth lowest frequency, well, this one would have the lowest frequency because it has the longest wavelength. Second lowest frequency, third, and here would be fourth, kind of like right in the middle. So that's how to do that. Which color of visible light, remember Roy G. Biv, has the fourth highest energy? So you just got to look. Which one has the lowest energy? Which one has the highest? Then count from there. Whatever has the highest, go 3 over from that. That would be the fourth highest energy for visible light, the colors. Name 3 properties of waves or EMR. That's where you got to put here. What you have to put is we have reflection, refraction, and you put diffraction. So then you're going to write those again. Property, reflection. Give an example in everyday life where you notice reflection. Then you're going to put refraction here. Give an example in everyday life where you might notice refraction. And then put diffraction right over here. Give an example in everyday life where you will notice diffraction. It's a little harder, but we did talk about 1 or 2 ways you can notice this. Here, name the 3 types of spectra. That's when you talk about, remember, continuous, and then bright line, which is also called emission, and dark line, which is also called absorption. So you put 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. And then you put spectrum type here. Let's say you put continuous. How is it produced? Just look through your notes or look it up. Then write down how it's produced. Then 2, write bright line or emission. How is it produced? Again, look through your notes. Spectrum type. Dark line or absorption. How is it produced? For A here, explain why one car might appear blue to your eye while another one appears red. So what does that mean about light? If it's a blue car, what's going on with the light? And if it's a red car, what's going on with the light? What might be reflecting back? What might be being absorbed? What type of spectrum do you get from the sun? Which is a star. All stars produce predominantly the same type. And name one thing you can learn about a star from its spectrum. Actually, there are a lot we talked about. But then talk about how. If you mention, you can learn this about a star from a spectrum, talk about how. Or if you mention something else about a star from a spectrum, talk about how. For 10, define a wave. Also discuss what wavelength and frequency mean. So that's it. Let me know if you have questions, other questions. Do your best. It shouldn't take you very long. And good luck on this.